don't got a time. It's not happening.
How many throws we got to make in a row for the fix? 2,800. 2,800. We're going to have time to throw 2,800 to fix that. So we're going to be, not today, but in the future, we're going to get about somewhere between 180 to 120 repetitions. This game is based on repetitions. Now, I got some psychologist buddies. When you start, we're trying to wood burn this in here. That's what habits are. Make it so I don't have to think about it, but everything goes right. You're not going to master this. You'll master these, but you're not going to master this. When you walk out that door and go home and come back next week, we've only retained about 80 of them out of 200. So you're kind of starting over again. Things will get easy, but it's starting over again. Now, you play in a winter league, in a fall league at all? Now, the problem is, if you go out and use this stuff next week and come back in next week, we start all over again. So the problem is you got two hills, the bad habit hills and the good habits. Just because I'm teaching you how to be good doesn't mean you're going up this hill. We got to get off the bad habit hill first, and then learn, and then start going up the good habit hill. There's going to be a lot of crossovers for a while, but that's the nature of what we're going to do. So everything I'm doing is for drills. You're going to just do drills. They're going to get boring. They're going to get tedious. Why am I doing this shit? Because you can't throw your pitches for strikes consistently. Now, I got a buddy that's a main scout. I got two of them, but one of them's the main scout for the Colorado Rockies. He says when he drafts, they want 30 pitchers a year. 6'4" or better, 91 or better. We'll draft 30. I said, so when they come in through 91, 92, you teach them a cutter or a slider? I don't like the slider. I'm not going to teach you that. He goes, no, we teach them to spot a fastball. You ever heard that, Bill? We got to spot your fastball. When I threw batting practice for the Tigers, that means out of 100 pitches, I'm going to throw 95 for strikes or go home. From here to that red chair. I can get that red chair 18 out of 20 times from here. Can you? Probably not. So it's about consistency. So I said, he says, we teach them to spot the fastball. I said, Mike, you couldn't do it, I couldn't do it. Half the guys I know can't do it. It's not consistent enough, it won't work. For every 3 good ones you throw one bad double. There's the bad one. I said, what do you do with the kids? He said, we get 4 or 5 here that can do it. I go, okay, what about the other 25 kids? We just release them. Because we got 4 or 5 that can do it. We're going to get 4 or 5 next year out of the next 30. So you become a piece of meat. They don't care about you. You're a big kid, you throw strong, bam, bam, bam. Can't hit target. Next. Bring another one in. So now the question is, he can stand and say, I got numbers. You can stand and say, this is all I am. There ain't nobody. So the question is, when you're pitching, who helps you pitch? Only guitar, baby. So when you're in the outfield, you can make an error, you don't hear the team. When you pitch, you're taking 8 guys with you. It's a lot of responsibility. So the question now is, what do you play besides pitcher? Okay, you hit 470, 490, hit home runs? You're not going anywhere. You fast? You're not going anywhere. Have fun. Okay? You're a pitcher. You've got to think like a pitcher all the time, because every throw you make can cost you in the long run. Now, you pitch a good game on Monday. Thursday comes up, you play Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday. You don't have to pitch Wednesday or Thursday. You pitch Monday. Your other 2 kids pitch. All of a sudden, the third one pitches. He's getting his ass handed to him in the 3rd inning. His base loaded, 1 out, and you're down by 4. And you're playing third base, and it's 48 degrees. And the coach comes out, the kid's, man, coach, my elbows kill me. He looks over and says, you're in. Dude, I've been pitching 4 days. I mean, it's 4 bullpen. You're in. You're the man. You're a big, strong kid. Get him out. And you get in there, and the second pitch, you got to lace a home run, 3-run homer, grand slam. And you hang your head and go, oh, Jesus Christ. You let your team down. Number 2, you weren't prepared to do that. There was nothing in the background that said you were ready to pitch that day. Now, you're prepared doing it. You're getting the last one. So I'm that college coach. Call it Michigan if you want to, as much as I don't like it. Michigan scholarship's worth around $80,000 for 4 years. You a good guy? Okay. Here's your competition. He's your teammate. Tim, good guy. I'm going to give you a scholarship. Give it to him. You're a good guy. Hell no. I'm not giving you a damn. I thought you were a good guy.
Not that good.
Oh, exactly. So when you walk across them stripes, dude, everybody's out to make you look like shit. Because my scholarship away from you. You got to start being a red ass when you get out. If you went down south or out west, you see kids that are focused that says, I'll kill you. For $60,000 scholarship to LSU, I'll kill you. I'll beat you in the ground and make you a paraplegic. That's the mentality you got to have, because someone's out to make you look bad. You are now at the point in your life that you have a billboard on your back. Here I am, come and get me. And you walk out there, be a nice guy, and you flip the pitch and you give it, okay, oh, sorry. You just lost the scholarship. Because who's in that stands watching you? So your job now is to get a scholarship. So he can go watch and don't have to pay no more. So you've got to start taking this now as a business. You're a business. I hate to say that. So you've got to come in here with an attitude. You've got to walk on a field that says, anything that I do in this field can cost me in a pitch mound. Now, when you're playing your baseball, you do rundowns for practice. High school? You field ground balls?
Yeah.
You do cutouts? You take batting practice? Everything you do is taken away from pitching off the pitcher's mound. So you got to start thinking, I got to think all the time, every throw I make has to be like a pitcher to keep my pitching mechanics, because that's why you're here. And that's where you're going from here. Now, Brian was an All-American shortstop. He says, I should never played shortstop at Western Michigan, but no one stood here like you were and told me, don't do that no more. You're not going to progress fast enough. He says, I should have done it 10 years ago. So now you've got to start thinking like a pitcher all the time. All right, how you hold your curveball? Get up there, I want to see you throw a couple too. Slots, you got 3 different slots and 3 different paths. What's 3 times 3? That's okay. So you got 9 combinations of how that ball come out of your hand with 3 pitches. You ain't throwing strikes. You got the pitch, you're not throwing strikes. I want 1 slot and 1 path. It's 1 times 1 with 3 different pitches. Because now we're getting the rotations that look the same. What's the difference between this pitch real fast and this pitch real fast? If you get the spin right, this is a curveball, this is a fastball, but they all look like a fastball. So we get that slot and that path with that pitch, looks like curveball. They swing, drop. We get the next one, same slot, great rotation, same path, change it. They commit. Out front, we hit. That's what we're dealing with. We're trying to turn everything into a fastball-looking contest. So 3 different pitches. Now, we got to throw for strikes. So the first drill is called T-feet. You're going to hold the curveball. How do you hold the curveball? All right, the way that's supposed to work, you should be down a little farther, because we want this now. You've got big hands. This is too much hands. All this thumb is a holder for these 2 fingers. Grip this curveball with those fingers. That just sets it. Now, if you get this thumb too deep, you lose the whip action here, the relaxedness of here. So this thumb just holds the ball in these 2 fingers. You grip with these 2 fingers. Now, what we're trying to do is keep the fingers on top of the ball and in front of the ball on the curveball. All right, now it's how you keep them there. If this hand comes out of your mitt, we'll do it toward your dad, and you see a horseshoe right here, what we're trying to do is eliminate any kind of spinning motion with your hand. Because anytime you spin this, it starts getting into here. That's what we want to avoid is this. So on this curveball, you're going to take this hand open here, get a good drop, relax, turn it over early. Now, what you're going to do, real easy, I don't want you to smash it here. Pretend this is a piece of balsa wood and you're going to karate chop this. Easy. Karate chop this balsa wood in half. Just easy. Stop. Right there. I don't want this hand to be here to get to here. I want one movement on this curve. You get this karate chop going, you're back here. I got a high hand right here. I'm taking this forearm and ramming it right through the piece, and there's no spin in this hand at all. So it's got to be turned over. So that's what we're going to work on. Now the first drill is T-feet. Every part of the drills that I teach have a purpose for pitching. Now the reason for your high hands, you're going to start with your hands high. Separate about a foot. When you come back, you're going to load this curveball, turn it over early, get right here, lead with the front side, and throw and pull at the same time. and you pull your back foot off the floor. Now, if you've thrown baseballs